Wonderful. Bueno, maybe we can just start by introducing ourselves. I think that would be quite nice. Here is Elke, and there is also Valentina, and there is myself, and Khaled is also here. We are the people who are organizing this trip to swim with dolphins. Here is our beautiful picture that you might have received. This we also like to call it being with dolphins because we felt that it's not just swimming with them, but there is really this is something Elke came up with. She was like, no, it's being with dolphins because we want to be there present. We're going to talk about this quite a lot. And well, the two trips that are coming up next are in October. The boat is almost, yeah, there's already a nice group forming, and then there will be another one. So October this year, 2026, and there'll be another one for 2027. And here, there is a lot of beautiful pictures throughout the presentation. They were made by a wonderful woman called Sylvia Moose that came with us on the trip 2 years ago. And she just took these. I mean, I'm so grateful to have these pictures because they really transmit the how beautiful the trip was, and it captures it in a way. And as I was saying, for these trips, we have Elke. Of course, she has so much experience with organizing these trips. So if someone is entering, you can maybe introduce yourself a little bit. And myself, Marina, I will be joining in next year's trip, and Valentina will be joining this year's trip. I'm a depth freediver. I love the ocean, and I also teach breath work, which is something that, yes, it's very connected with the breath and freediving. And maybe Elke, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit or say something.
Yes, hello. I'm Ilke, and we are all together organizing this trip now this year. And Marina came with us 2 times already, and I have been organizing these trips for swimming with dolphins since like about 15 years. And we love that place so much. Sataya, it's a really special place on the earth where we have this beautiful possibility to swim with wild dolphins in a very safe space. And many boats have been coming there and swimming with the dolphins. So these dolphins, they are quite used to people, and they have a special connection with the human beings visiting them. And but they are wild, and they come in the reef and go back in the open sea. And so it's always a gift and surprise when they come and to bless us to swim with them. Yeah. So we want to make this little spontaneous presentation of the trip which we are planning for this year and next year spring. So we are here today for also answering all your questions. So very welcome to answer to ask any questions you have.
Wonderful. Thank you, Elke. And as we said, also Valentina will be joining us. I don't know if she can say something about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. I would like to start to say that I'm very grateful to be part tonight of this meeting and, of course, of the organization of this beautiful event. I also would like to say that I just came out literally now from the Red Sea. So I had a beautiful swim, and I can say that I never felt so in harmony with the sea. So I'm very excited to be able to be connected again with such amazing animal mammals as the dolphins.
Mm.
I agree with Elke when they say that they have a very special connection with humans, and I'm very excited to explore this time their welcoming for us. So thank you again. And yes, so I'm also a free diver, scuba diver, and ocean lover, I guess, as all of us. And I am resident in Egypt. So I can say I will tell you all about the Red Sea every day because I can I can get the view. So if you have any questions about it, I will be here for that. And of course, for anything related to anything connected to free diving or the ocean or any doubt that you can have about staying in the water comfortable, I will be very happy to assist.
Mm. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. We are happy you come with us this year.
I'm very excited. Yes, thank you.
Yes, yes. When See, I was so happy for me. It was such a match that Valentina could also join because it's not just yes, it's like the love for the ocean, the connection with the sea, the part of the freediving, and also how much you care for the ocean with all the ocean conservation that you do for so many years. So
Yes.
that's, yes, very happy. Vale, well, and I don't know, maybe Elke, if you want to talk a little bit about Khaled, if you want to say something about him and like what he, how he, the role he has, in our trip, if you want.
Yes. Khaled is Egyptian and he lives in Hurghada. And actually, long time ago, when I started to offer this with him, it was his idea originally. He said he wanted to do that with me together, and he is a snorkel guide. He's a really really joyful person who is taking very beautifully take care of the guests, and he's happy for every person who is coming to Egypt to visit there, um, and to see his country. And he will be our snorkel guide and receiving us in Egypt and doing the organization in the preparation before the trip.
Mm, exactly. Yes, I thank you, Elke. I feel like this photo represents him so much because he always has this huge smile. He is such a
Yes,
cute,
yes.
happy, positive person, and it's just so wonderful, um, what he
He's
does.
like a dolphin also. He's
Yes,
playful.
yes, exactly. So now we're gonna go on a little bit to talk about the trip, and thank you to everyone who's here live. If you have any questions at any moment, feel free to write them in the chat, or also to speak out and ask, because this is what it's for. It's for you to connect with this beautiful dolphin energy and to ask whichever questions you want. Um, so a little bit about how it works. Well, we are there on the boat for one whole week. We leave from this harbor from Hamata, and different people arrive. Maybe some people like to arrive some days earlier, like 1 or 2 days, just to arrive and to settle in. Some people arrive the first day. That's a bit up to you on the flights that you take. And as Elke said, organized by Khaled, will pick you up on a minibus, on one or two small minibuses that come pick us up in our hotel or in the airport. And we pick you up and we go all together. We pick up everyone like one by one. we collect everyone on the way driving south. We leave from Marsalam, if there are people there. No, sorry, from Murgada first, picking up people on the way, and then through Marsalam, and then we drive to Hamata. Um, Elke, if in any moment you want to add something that you feel that is useful for people to know, of course, do it.
Yeah, sure.
Um, and then, of course, we sail off on the second day. We arrive to the boat. We sleep on the boat the first night where it's harbor, where it's moored. And then we arrive, we have dinner, and then in the early morning on the second day, we leave. And it's a smooth, it's around 2 hours of cruising to get to Sataya Reef. And already sometimes on the way, some people, well, no, some people, some dolphins already visit us and are there to say, welcome, or you're arrived to Sataya. Um, and we arrive to this reef. They live on this beautiful reef. The colors when you arrive, I remember it's just like, there is this beautiful blue. And we harbor here. We moor, well, the crew, of course, the crew of the boat moor the boat on this reef. Um, and then comes the days where we are there and we swim with the dolphins. And of course, we live very respectfully with these families of dolphins. Um, if you would you like to say something here, Elke? Whatever comes that you feel is useful to share.
Uh, yeah, it depends. Not sure who is all there and who needs which information, but the reef is, we drive like 2 hours on the boat or sail, and but you can see far away, you see the coast, the mountains, and it's really in the middle of the sea. Around is very deep water, but this reef, the most shallow place, it's coming even just to the knees. And the dolphins usually, most days, they enter the reef at sunrise, and they have been in the night in the open sea hunting, and they come in the reef to rest. It's a protected space for them where they can rest with their babies.
Mm,
And yeah, so we observe them, and one can swim with them also when they are sleeping, but we approach them very attentive, and yeah, it is yeah, we are just here also to answer any questions about this. There is a lot one could say about this, but not sure how much time we have. Yeah, it's for me, I feel very, very connected to the dolphins, and I am very happy to guide and bring people there, and so they can have their own dolphin experience. Like some people have been dreaming about meeting dolphins since they are a small child, and it's a yeah, deep experience. When you meet them, they are really special beings, and they let us come so close. We never touch them, but we swim very, very close with them, as how they allow us to come close. Yeah, and the water, it will be beginning of October, quite warm, probably still. Yeah, between 25 and 30 degrees, I think. And the water is shallow from just like 1 meter up to 20 meters, so in between. The reef is 3 kilometers long, and I think about 1 kilometer wide. And there are beautiful coral reefs and fishes in all colors as well. So when the dolphins are not there, we also admire the reefs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I can say something,
Yes.
um, the last days when I was talking about this trip, I had people that they told me, "But I'm not a free diver. Can I come anyway?" And this is an important question because um, we
Eh,
have enough. Sorry,
Bella?
we have enough.
Senti, Mbak.
Oh,
It's, it's okay here. There's just someone. I will just mute
sure.
them. It's okay. Carry on.
Yes. So I would like to say that we have enough time for everyone to get comfortable in the water. I would like to highlight the thing that we're gonna be on the boat, surrounded by the beautiful environment as the water. So we also have the time for ourselves to explore how important and beautiful it is to be surrounded and floating in the water itself. And I believe that this once we are comfortable and once we are feeling happy where we are, the dolphins will feel it and they will get even closer to us, because they will love to accompany us in this journey. So I would like to just express that it's open to everyone, this trip, everyone with these obstacles, with these doubts, everything, because we have all the time to get across every kind of situation, and we'd be more than happy to assist for anything. And I really can assure that once we get to harmony with the sea itself, it will be rewarding, and I believe that all the the water itself will respond to us. And also regarding the corals, I would be very enthusiastic to talk about the importance of the corals. So for me, it's not just looking at the corals, but understanding why they're there and what can we do to keep their beauty and their presence in the water.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
Mm.
Yes, indeed. The water itself there, it's magical. It's so beautiful. Um, and everybody is welcome, even if you can't swim. And
Mhm.
there is
Yeah,
so much salt in the Red Sea that it's really easy to float, and you don't need to make effort. Sometimes there is a lot of wind, and it is one can just discover oneself how to be in the water and with the water, and learn from the dolphins, because they are also teaching their babies, and sometimes dolphins come and take you as a baby and also teach you how to be in the water. Yeah, I
exactly.
learned a lot from the dolphins because I'm not a good swimmer at all. But the dolphins just take you along with them like you are belonging to their family.
Mhm. I have seen it myself. I have seen some dolphins really teaching Elke how to free dive. I will never forget that. It was so magical. It was really beautiful.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, the dolphins are um, they are like, one could say, telepathic beings. I don't like this word, but they respond to every feeling and thought we have inside ourselves. So it's one can communicate with them, and they just you just need to think, oh, I want to learn this, and they come and take you along.
yes, exactly. They are teachers. They're the real teachers, anyway.
Yeah. And here is also a little bit we wanted to talk about what, yeah, in a way, it's what makes our trips a bit different. It's the fact that it's not just bueno, we say that we do this trip together, no? That we are a group of friends. We are not a travel agency. Um,
Mm,
we
true.
are not a dive center. We are really organizing this trip from our hearts, and we are very happy for the people who decide to join us on this trip. There is like a frequency in a way that we share, and all these experiences that we have in the water. Whatever your experience will be, for me, it was really transformational to feel what it is to be swimming with dolphins. And then in the evening, with the family of people that is really created, with the people who join the trip, there is moments to share. It's quite improvised. It's not that we say on the third night at 6 we meet to share, a bit with the flow of what people feel. We get together who wants to, and we share what our experiences were. And I feel this also makes the trip very special, to be received in that way, to listen to other people's experiences, how it was for them that day. And also, so much happens during the trip, or in just one day, so much can happen that having the opportunity to share it with someone else for me was really, really beautiful to like integrate it in a way. So we have these sharing moments either in a group or just in a smaller groups spontaneously. Um, and we included this section to talk about meditation, where it's not just about sitting down and meditating. We feel that the whole experience of swimming with dolphins is very meditative as well. Um, and we really try, and we invite the people who join us to to be present when we go in the water, to disconnect a little bit from like work or from the phones and the things that are back in our city life sometimes, and that we are when we are on the boat, we are there, and it's this beautiful opportunity to be yourself. For many people, maybe for the first time in a long time, you can like let go of your masks, and be yourself. And it's like this constant meditation you can go in a way. It's like, see, it's just to put it a word, but it's like, in the morning, if we can, we sit down. If the dolphins haven't arrived yet, we can meditate. But it's happened sometimes where we say, okay, before going in the water, we sit down and we want to meditate. And we are there that we have just started to just listen to our breath and to be present. And then someone rings the bell and they're like, dolphins, dolphins. And they arrived, and that's the end of our sitting meditation. And then we put on our gear and jump in the water. So that can also happen. The dolphins are priority in a way, where when they are there, we are there for them, and we want to spend as much time as possible in the water with them. I think you're Elke, you're very good at this, like explaining the non-structure or like the flow of how the dolphins go first. uh,
Ah, I'm not good in explaining, I think, but for
or if
me,
you want to say something about it.
mm, yeah, I, for me, I feel those days which we are there, they are very quickly gone. So, and it's such a, it's so precious every day there, to be in this nature, just to hear the sounds of the sea and the wind, and to live with the sun, and to get up when the light is coming in the morning, and go and sleep when the sun is gone, and the stars are so beautiful there, the sky in the night, and for me, I feel I don't want to like, um, I try to lead in a way that I want to make it a co-creation with all of us together, and to feel and what is fitting in the moment. Just every moment we feel what is what we feel we want to create together. So this is very improvised and always different. It depends of who is there, and um, it's exciting, and it's joyful, and it's also just giving a lot of free space for what wants to emerge, what for what we need, and not fill up the space with a lot of program, but give also a lot of space for silence, for feeling the nature and connecting with the nature, and really listening to what your body needs, what and being with each other, and people can bring also things for painting or music instruments or whatever one feels like creating there, or just being and resting. And dolphins love music very, very much. Actually, they are attracted by it. So it's also nice if we can sing together. But usually the dolphins are there all the time, and we are most of the time just in the water swimming with them, and that's enough. And and eating, we are served with so much food there as well. But we swim really a lot, so that makes hungry too. But for me, the sea itself, it's a medicine, and nourishment, pure nourishment, and the sun also. So the power of the nature, one is in the middle of the nature there, and it's so precious. That's why we are there. Yeah.
Yes, so I would like to say also that it's very important to understand that is a flow, so that people that maybe are used to have like a kind of schedule in this trip is not gonna be scheduled all the time. So I think it's important, because we come from different backgrounds, so we are used to do what the people say. But I believe that in this kind of case, we can all talk about it, how we feel, if we want to jump in the water, if you want to see the dolphin from the surface. It's open. I believe that it's going to be an open experience. We are not going to force anyone to jump if they don't want to jump. But at the same time, if they decide to, we are there to guide. It's not that we forget about the people and we follow the dolphins all the time, but we are guiding each other. So I just would like
Usually we swim with the dolphins before breakfast. When they are there, we swim with them before breakfast. Then we go and eat breakfast, and after breakfast we go again swimming with the dolphins. And then there's lunch, and after lunch we have a small rest, and then we go swim again with the dolphins, if they are there, of course. And otherwise we go to the corals, and then already soon the sun is setting, so days are very full with just swimming with the dolphins usually. And in between we need time to integrate all our experiences, and to rest, and to have a shower, or just
also, yes, if anyone would like to have pictures or videos about it, they don't have to worry about it. So far, there will be for sure one of us that is gonna be taking videos and photographs. So they don't need to have the thinking that they want to record everything. For us, it's important that the people participating, they enjoy the experience itself. And the memories we can collect afterwards, but the moment is the most important. Correct?
Yes.
I mean, this is always important because even students, I think, they put the camera before the experience.
Mm.
But as Marina was saying about the phone, yeah, it's beautiful to take a few pictures sometimes, but also it's very important to live the moment and be present.
Yes, exactly. And as Elka was saying, these moments where we go to swim with the dolphins, they're yeah before breakfast. For it's like the routine would be like we wake up by either you wake up by yourself. Personally, I was normally woken up by a bell that was saying dolphins, dolphins, because
I think I would be the same.
they had arrived, and then it's like, okay, it's time to get into the water. We gear up with our shorty, depending of if you are more cold or if depending on what you wear. We put our gear on, we grab our fins and our mask, and we jump on these boats. We have normally two big tenders, and there is the two or zodiacs. There is two seamen that drive this zodiac. This is in the picture you can see there is one of them, and we jump on the zodiac, and they drive us to where the dolphins are. Sometimes we can jump from the boat. Sometimes they are very close to us, and we can just jump into the boat if they are very close. If not, we are driven with these zodiacs to the dolphins, and we jump in the water, and then there we swim until you can no longer swim, or until it's like, okay, they collect us, and then we go for breakfast, and then you rest a little bit, and then we swim again with the dolphins, and then we rest, and then it's lunch, and then we rest, and then if they are still there we can still continue to swim with the dolphins, or as Elka was saying, um, we we go to the reef to swim, to have a look at the reef. Here, I think there was this picture of the reef, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reef. Um, and just to say a little bit more about well, this is our boat, um, and there's there's
Yeah, and
different.
we have a beautiful Egyptian crew who is taking care of everything. So we are really served like queens and kings, and they do it with so much heart, taking care of everything, of our comfort, but also our safety. So there are some rules when we are there, and they are for our safety. So we have to listen also to the crew and to the ones who are guiding the group who have experience for the safety. There are some rules.
Mm, yeah. Um, And well, this is some pictures of the boat, some areas that there are to sit, the cabins, and the dining room, and the food. There is wonderful food every day. We're served warm breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then there is also snacks around the day. So don't worry that you will be fed very, very well. There is food all the time. Um, if anyone has any special requirements for food, you can also let us know, and the cooks are really, really wonderful and accommodate. Um, and then maybe about questions that people have. This PDF, if you want to receive it, you can just ask us and we will send it to you so that you have it. There is a lot of information on the PDF, especially of what to bring. We are not going to dedicate a lot of time to that now because it's not really the point of it. But just to know that there is, of course, our guidance throughout the whole trip, and that we provide like this special space, as we were trying to explain, of really there is this safe space to explore the house of the dolphins. We speak several languages amongst us, so there's this translation if needed: English, Spanish, Dutch, Italian, Spanish, Arabic, with Khaled, of course, and the transfers, as we said in the beginning, and the full board, and the accommodation. And for us,
And German language also.
French,
yes,
German.
yes, and German. And we're saying how it's especially for what the for me, what is the value of this trip is completely unmeasurable because it's really an experience that I do take for life. And the transformation that happens inside each one is like memories for life. I mean, I close my eyes and I have this image of just being completely surrounded by dolphins. It's just so beautiful. This slowing down for a whole week. Um, and yes, the investment for this trip is 1,750, because it's something that it's what's necessary. Let's say this exchange that is needed to pay all the expenses, and it's the value that we feel was correct. And what is not included are the flights, because of course each one comes from a different part of the world. Some hotel nights if you decide to stay there some nights before. The visa, which you have pay if you are to come into Egypt. If you are already there, you are there. And then it's a national park where we are staying. It's a national park, and this fee might change because we don't know exactly what it will be when we arrive. So we will let you know maybe 1 month before. I'm sure we will know how much it is, but it's around 100 euros. And then we also, at the end of the trip, it's optional, but we give a tip to the crew because they are really incredible. They are phenomenal, taking care of us throughout the whole week. And this is 80 euros, and it's optional, of course. It's you decide, and then we collect all the money and we give it to the captain to divide it between the crew. So this is a bit of like technical aspect of the trip. And you will receive this for you to read when you have to pack a whole list of what to bring and very detailed explanations of why to bring each thing. I think Elka and I worked on this for over 20 hours.
No, really, I
Yes,
don't think
yes,
so.
maybe more. I think in between these 2 years, I am sure we've clocked more than 20 hours, but I'm happy to have it. I'm so happy because it's so well done. And as Elka mentioned at some point as well, that if you have never snorkeled before, it's also possible to join. We have our wonderful snorkel guides that will help you. If you don't want to jump into the water, you can also just be on the Zodiac. And if you want to use floaties or a swim, like a life vest, you can. You can bring your own if they are small floaties, or if you're coming with children, or if not on the boat, there are life jackets to use. Um, and then just I can maybe mention something short about this, that if you are a freediver and you have your freediving equipment, you can always bring it. On both trips, there will be a freediving instructor. So if you have some questions about how to breathe, to go a little bit deeper maybe, or just to stay longer underwater, you can ask us and we'll be very happy to teach you the basics of freediving. And if you are already a freediver, know that it's not very deep. Maximum, there are 15 meters where there are the dolphins, or even less. Most of the time, it's like 5, 10 meters. So it's very shallow, very safe. Um, and it's possible to scuba dive maybe once during the trip if you want to. There is a scuba instructor on board, a local scuba instructor that knows the dive site very well. And this is me on both of them. It was beautiful to scuba dive. If you are already a scuba diver and you have your license, you can do like a whole dive, like 40 minutes. If you've never scuba dived before and you just want to try, it's also possible to do a short 20-minute dive with one of the instructors. It's extra. I think it's like for the dive is like maybe 40 euros. I don't more or less paid to the instructor directly. But it's definitely worthwhile to get really close to the corals and go a little deeper or try this experience if you haven't before. Very, very beautiful. Um, and then just so you know if all of this touched you in some way and you're like, yes, I want to join this trip, there we have an inscription form. I can fill it out. Of course, schedule a call with us, with Elke, with Valentina, or myself, um, to tell us why you want to join this trip, and to make a reservation. And with this, your trip will be secured. Um, this is the main stuff that we wanted to say. It's also been almost an hour now, so it's good to keep it to a normal time for people who will watch the recording. So if anyone has any questions, we are super happy to receive them. Or maybe if you want to share why you want to join the Dolphins or something that you enjoyed of what we shared, we are very happy to receive. Someone wrote, "Thank you so much." Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We also are happy to welcome children from
Mhm.
about 5 years old and older when they can a little bit swim. We are really happy to receive children there.
For sure. Hmm.
Mm.
For sure. That would be a beautiful experience for them too.
The children are very open. They will be
Yeah,
very,
I would be so
very
excited.
receptive.
Yeah, maybe Emma's coming, so let's see.
Mm. Yes.
Hello, sorry, because I was trying to set on my microphone and I
Yes.
closed the app. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I
Sorry.
just want to say thank you all so much for all the information because you cover up pretty all the questions that I had. Especially, I love what you said about just going with the flow and enjoying nature and being respectful with the dolphins. That this I value so much, like the respect them and just the enjoy the situation and the nature. So thank you so much because I'm looking forward to it.
Super.
Thank you.
Amazing. What's your name? Sorry, I don't get it.
I didn't introduce myself. I'm Marina.
Oh, Marina as well.
Yeah,
Ah,
easy
why?
to remember.
Yeah, there was like I found the Marina and I thought it was Marina with two phones.
No, could be, but no.
Okay, beautiful. Bienvenida.
Marina.2.
Nice to meet you.
She did the freediving course with us
Yeah,
some weeks
Oh,
ago, and
oh.
a complete fish in the water. Uh, she
yeah.
will bring all her. I'm sure that by then she will have all her freediving equipment, and
I hope so.
she will bring it all, and it will be so beautiful to
Yeah.
share. There, she's
That
coming
was
with a friend. They are two, Marina
Yes.
and Alba.
Yeah.
Um,
amazing. Qué bien. Muy
Nice
bien.
to meet you.
Igual.
See.
Welcome.
Igualmente, cariño, igualmente.
Gracias.
And I think it will be when I can stop the recording now, I will say thank you to everyone who watched the recording. And I will just stop this.